Okay, this is going to be a general reading, general love reading for Cancer for the month of November. Okay, it is for Sun, Moon, and Rising, and it will not resonate with everyone because it is general. If I do resonate with you and you would like a personal reading, you can reach me at the information in the description box. It is by donation only, and a donation is not required. It's good to have an even exchange of energy, but it is not required at this time. And if you would like to donate for a personal reading or for this reading, that information is also in the description box. If you do decide to hit me up for a personal reading, please include what you would like the reading over, any questions you may have, and how you would like to receive the reading. If you would like it in a private video, by phone, or by video chat. Okay, so for Cancer for the month of November, Cancer, month of November. I need to drink. Okay, out flies Two of Cups. It is in reverse, as well as the Eight of Cups. It is right side up. Okay, so there's a broken union here. This union is not divine, Cancer, and it is requiring you to walk away. Yes, of course you're not going to want to walk away, but it's like where you have been hesitant before. It's like you're preparing yourself, or you're ready, or you're more serious now than you ever have been about walking away. There's a lot of emotional investment here. So either if you are single, Cancer, you are ready to walk away from all these broken relationships finally. You've spent a large portion of your time and focus in this broken way, okay? And if you are married, you have spent, there's a lot of emotional investment. You have spent a large portion of your time in this broken marriage. Marriage has been broken for a long time if you are married. And it was never a divine marriage to begin with. And I feel like if you are watching this video, Cancer, you're going to be in one of these groups because you wouldn't be watching a reading over love if you were not either ready to settle down or having some issues. Okay, Page of Pentacles is coming out, and the World is coming out in reverse. Okay, so someone is being immature with their coins, possibly. Also, it's almost like maybe someone has just gotten on their feet, and so you may have a little bit more security or stability to go ahead and make that move. or to stand on your own. Okay, this is also requiring some focus, okay, and also some patience. Okay, and then this World coming out in reverse. You're still waiting for something, Cancer. This is why I say over here, it's like you're finally ready, like you're entertaining it more than you have been in the past. The fact that you are possibly going to have to walk away, especially since it seems like you are more financially stable. However, it is new. This is a page, so it is a very immature thing. It's a very young, youthful, it hasn't had a chance to fully mature yet, whatever this is. So it could be being immature with money. It could also be starting a job, or in the beginning stages of a job or a career or something like that. But it is right side up, so that is a good thing. However, it is requiring patience. But you're still waiting on something. You're still waiting on like a sign or a way of closure. And you're really there's still a part of you, Cancer. And this is single, married, and dating. There is a part of you that is not wanting to make this choice. There's a part of you that's not wanting to accept that this chapter is over. Some of you may get the sign you're looking for. Some of you may get the closure that you seek, but many of you will not. There are a number of you who have already gotten. There are a number of you, okay. There are a number of you that have outright asked the universe for signs. There are a number of you who have actually sat down and prayed. They show me you kneeling, and you have received what you have asked for, and you're like shaking your head, like, yeah, you are ignoring it. You're not wanting to accept it. Two of Swords. Okay, you're at a crossroads. There's a decision to be made. There is a new path to go. You're there mentally. This is no longer a question of, is this path right for you? And this is for single, dating, and married. This is no longer a question of, is this path right for you? This is a question of, which way do you go now? Because you know that this path is not right for you. You know that you need to move. You have a decision to make. You have accepted this. Now, which way do you want to go? You see, I don't even know if you can see this in this camera, but there's a face there, a feminine face, behind these swords. And she does have a veil over her eyes, but it is a very, very thin veil. Okay? She can see through that veil. It is a veil. It is thin. She is choosing, and it's just the energy. This is not I'm not necessarily talking to females, but they are, Cancer, you are choosing, many of you, to ignore the signs that you have been given. Many of you are waiting for another sign, and many of you are just not wanting to accept. It's like that clingy ex, okay? It's like that clingy ex that just does not want to accept that the relationship is over. There's no other way to say, I don't give a fuck about you. Like, how much more could a person do? It's like that sort of situation. The other person just isn't getting it. They just don't get it. Some days. Some days. They say some days. They say some days, so maybe they're saying like some days and some days. Like you're okay, Cancer, you're feeling very like back and forth. Some days and some days. However that may resonate with you. Okay, Knight of Swords coming in reverse. Knight, yes, that is a knight. Okay, Knight of Swords coming in reverse. So, okay, you or the person that you are dealing with, Cancer, you want to fight. It's like you want to talk it to death. There's nothing left to talk about. And then you get the Knight of Pentacles right after that. This is like going through the motions. This feels like someone is trying to occupy themselves with day-to-day life. The work, getting up, going to work, coming home, mowing the lawn, doing the dishes, going to bed. In between, or, talking it to death, fighting. And then some days and some days. So on the days that you're not on autopilot, with what little bit of nothing is left of this lifestyle or relationship, are the days that you are bickering, just arguing to death. It's not even a constructive conversation. This is a battle, just to battle. There's nothing being accomplished here. Okay, Two of Wands is coming in reverse. So again, or at least a part of you knows that you are at a crossroads, and it's no longer a question of are you on the right path. It's a question of now which way do you turn. And you're having trouble seeing what's ahead of you. Okay, you're having a little bit of trouble with this choice and this vision. And there again, this is this some days and some days. Some days you are feeling yourself like you could conquer the world and you deserve everything and then some and more than that. And some days you feel like you're not worth it, like you can't leave because you will never find better. Like you cannot get out of this situation. You can't even envision something better. You can't even envision, a week from now, let alone 2 months from now. And that's partly because you're stuck in this, I don't know what's keeping you stuck, but you're stuck in this, like this mundane sort of like day-to-day type of activities. It's very, very autopilot. It's very computer-like. It's very like robot, drone feeling. It's a very cold and emotionless. In all areas. The sex doesn't even do it anymore. I'm speaking to married, single, and dating. This is very You know you need to walk away. There is no passion or much feeling in anything that is going on anymore. It's very robot feeling. I feel very like that's what I feel like just disgusting. And some days some days is very like fiery and feeling yourself and like a conquer the world type of feeling, and I don't know what happens. Maybe it'll come out. I'm not sure what happens, but all of a sudden, you know, the next day or something, it's that very robot-like feeling again. Nine of Swords is coming out. It is coming out in reverse. So there may be a part of you and a number of you who are starting to come out of that anxiety like state, those sleepless nights, and that could be why you're some days and some days. That could be why, because it's very like this flip-flop thing mentally and emotionally, and that could be why, like, it's like you're starting to snap out of it. Or I don't know, Cancer, I feel like you've been going through this, but it's like you're finally starting to truly accept and entertain the thought of this is real, and you really may have to walk away, even though you're still not fully ready, even though you still don't know which way to turn. It's like you're finally accepting the fact, even though you don't know which way to turn, you know you have to turn. You don't know where you're going, but you know you have to go. That sort of thing. Okay, so, and here we go again. Card Strength comes out, the card for Leo. Cancer and Leo have been overlapping for me since September. Okay, but also Strength coming out upright. So stay strong. Stay strong more than anything mentally, because I feel for you, Cancer, this is where you are the weakest right now. And I say that because the emotions are so, when it could get to the point that what I am feeling, this very like robot-like lifestyle, on the days when it's good, it's because it's very autopilot. And so when it can get to that as a human, when it can get to that autopilot robot feeling, the emotions are pretty much done. That part is numb. So it's going to require a lot of strength mentally to get your ass in gear and do what you need to do. Okay, Page of Swords is coming out. You see him, he is ready to go. This is a green light. Go, do it. Get your fucking ass up and go. Page of Wands is coming out. So you have, there's either, there could be a lot of immaturity going on here, and there probably is, but more than that, there is a lot of youthful energy right now. There's a lot of like beginning stages of something. Okay. Page of Wands is very creative. It's a very free spirit. Like I said, it's like you're beginning to accept on some level, because I mean, remember the first card that came out was the Two of Cups in reverse. This is definitely a broken union, a broken way of life. It has been this way for some time now, and it is It is absolutely 100% not divinely guided. Okay, Eight of Pentacles coming out in reverse. Okay, so this thing is like, okay, first of all, there's a sense of being stuck and not allowing, it's like, why are you trying to mold and shape and change something that has always been and will always be? This is on its own, it's on its own journey, it's on its own formation. It doesn't require you shaping it. It does not benefit from that. This is only, it messes everything up. It messes up the flow. It messes up the divinity of the entire way of being. It must form on its own. Okay, you get these, you know. So, this is source. This is warm energy. This is source. You have to stop. You cannot change someone else. You cannot make and mold and train. You're stuck, again, you're stuck in this past way. And for many of you, these patterns and this way, you have not dealt with some things in your childhood. So it's like you are being so ugly, Cancer. Many of you are being so ugly. You are it's like you're trying to mold and shape by way of manipulation and head games to get your way, instead of dealing with you. You will never be happy this way. You have to go back. You have to go back. Even when you look to everyone else like you're the life of the party and like you are secure, on the days you look like you are feeling yourself, you are the most insecure. You're insecure all the time, Cancer. There's something from your childhood that you haven't dealt with. You will never be happy this way. Okay. All right. Cancer. Fuck. For the month of November. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Get that glare off of there, sorry. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. I believe this has already been going down. And for some of you, it's been in a very deceitful, like, I can't find the word. I just know the feeling that they're giving me. It's very spite. It's like out of spite. For some of you, the flirting that's been going on is to make someone else jealous or to make someone else notice you more. That's part of that trying to shape and shift and mold someone into something, trying to get a reaction. Oh man, it's so fucked up, this feeling that I have right now. And many of you just need to flirt. You can flirt healthy. You can flirt. You don't have to, there's a way to flirt innocently, if you will. Okay, chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. Well, of course there is. If there wasn't, you'd be gone already. Or you'd move on to the next. Okay, but for some of you, someone has probably recently come in that you are either already flirting with or feeling the urge to flirt with, because there is chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. Okay, so a new person has stirred romantic feelings. What was I just saying? For some of you, there is a new person that has come in that has you wanting to flirt with them. And there is a chemistry here. There's just a real, you're not tripping. You're not just deprived from not having attention or whatever. There is chemistry here. And it is stirring feelings inside of you. Now, I'm also getting, for a number of you, you are already in a relationship and you need to end that before you go forward. Do not use this person to make the other person jealous. What you are doing is it's toxic. It's not you. No one will. You can't build anything off of that. Not anything real, not anything lasting, not anything with any true contentment to it in the long run, okay? And then for a number of you that are single, like I said in the beginning, you're ready to, you know that you need to walk away from this, way of these broken relationships, and it's like this one night stand after one night stand type of thing, and you know that it's time to go. Now, when you will do that, what you will do, I don't know if you will do that, but you are looking for true love, and you will have new love coming to you if you haven't, if someone has not already come forward, if this is not already, for a number of you, this is already in the process of happening. For some of you, it's to come. Do know that you deserve love and you are lovable no matter what. There is no reason or no need to stay in a toxic situation. For you, Cancer, I don't know how good that piece of advice does, because you're going to do what you're going to do. Well, that's everybody really, but Cancers are, I've said this before, Cancers are loyal to the point that they don't know when to let go. Even when they already have feelings for other people, even when the situation is chaotic and out of control, and just it can be horrible for both parties, and both parties can be fucking up left and right, and a Cancer will stick it out. Okay, so retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Yeah. This is coming up a lot, because it is time to unplug. And I know I had to unplug and kind of just, and I still feel like I didn't do it enough. Like I need more time. So yeah, I mean, things have more of an influence on us than we care to both realize and admit. And this is why we have to retreat. We have to disconnect from the world, okay? If you are having relationship issues, it may be time for you to get away and spend some quality time together, even if that means just a weekend at the house, no fast food, cooking, cleaning together, maybe rearranging, working on a project, no cell phones, no movies, just truly enjoying each other's time. If this is, you being single, just kind of go off into nature, or, get involved in a new project with yourself, by yourself, paint, write, sing, whatever you do. I think many of us need to disconnect right now. Okay, magical space, clearing time. What was I just saying? It's time to disconnect. Clear the shit. Okay, back off what comes around. The natural world needs you. The past returns for a time. This is interesting because that Six of Cups also points to someone coming back from the past. And it, like I said, you need to go back to whatever happened to you in, your childhood or your teen years, or something from earlier on in life has it's created this block. it's created this block, and you need to go, you need to clear that away. Okay, so the past returns for a time. Okay, so there may be someone coming back from the past. This could be the new love. This is only for a time, so probably not. But there could also, I'm getting for a number of you, there's a an urge to flirt with someone coming from the past because there is chemistry, but I just don't know if that is what you need to be doing right now, but you will know when it's, you know, each individual is going to have a different situation reaction, and, you know, only you will know how to handle the situation. You're also getting back off, okay? So I feel like you need to back off from a lot. You need to back off, and you need to back up. That's card number 22, 2. You got 2 2s earlier. 2s are a number of decision, okay? Because you're very Cancer, some days and some days. You're very flip-flop right now. And so perhaps you just need to back away from the situation for a minute, okay? Oh man, your energy is so draining, Cancer. Fuck. Okay. What comes around? The 3 fates. What comes around goes around. So whatever you're doing, you know, just understand that that is going to have consequences, and it will be done to you later on. That's the golden rule. You know, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Now, also remember that 6 of Cups. This is stemming from back when. What goes around comes around. Just because you buried it, it did not go away. It's all stemming, okay? It's coming back around. These patterns, they're coming back around for a reason. Fuck, your energy is draining the shit out of me. Hold on, let me get a drink. Okay, the natural world needs you. Okay, so a lot of Cancers have a green thumb. Go plant some shit. Go garden. Join a garden club. You know, I'm just saying, you know, get into something other than, because you know that you need to make a choice. You know that it's time to pick which path you're going to go down. And you're having trouble deciding. So, you know, getting involved in something may be a way to, it's an active, it's a mindful meditation. You know, it's a mindful meditative state. And this is good for decision making and all sorts of epiphanies and all of that. The number on that card is 44. 4 is the number of stability and solid foundations. Okay, the natural world needs you. Okay, you have a lot to offer. That I'm still getting this sense of not being worth it. Because even when you look secure to the world, when you look like you are feeling yourself, whenever you look like you can conquer the world, and some days you actually feel like that, but it's momentarily. It's like you get a glimpse of what you really are, and then it quickly fades. I do not know what's causing that, and it hasn't come out yet, other than not dealing with the past and these patterns. But the natural world does need you. You do have a higher purpose. You are worth it. You are beautiful. You do have a lot to offer, and you absolutely are worth love. Okay, Six of Wands coming out in reverse. Success, but it's coming in reverse. So, you're not currently getting the recognition that you want. You're not successful in the situation that you're in right now, Cancer. This is for single, married, and dating. And you know that. You know that because you want more. And like I said in the very beginning, you are starting to not only bark and talk about it. It's not, no, it doesn't feel like it's for attention anymore. I mean, it's really settling in that it's time to go. It's time to do something different. It's time to make a change. You know, if you've been at the bar every night or every weekend for the past month, 2 months, 6 months, a year, you know that it's time to look somewhere else for, you know, a lasting relationship. If you've been in the same marriage fighting every day for the past year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever, you know it's time to do something different. You're not being successful. You're not getting the recognition. You're not even going in circles. You're just standing there at this point. Okay, the High Priest, Wisdom comes out, card for Taurus. Okay, some of you may be dealing with a Taurus, but more than anything, this is traditions, belief systems, marriage. Does have to do with marriage. So there's that. Page of Cups, imagination. Page of Cups, is it that's that new love coming. That Page of Cups, it's this whole world of possibilities, new emotions sparking inside of you. Okay, and then you have the Seven of Swords, loss coming, but that's also someone trying to get away with something. Seven of Swords is, to me, like that thief in the night. It's very deceitful, deceptive. Seven of Swords is not good. But in this situation, no one's getting away with anything. And honestly, I feel so autopilot, and I feel, yeah, your energy is draining me, but it's like I'm tired. I'm very, very tired all of a sudden. Like I am so tired of dealing with this shit. And that may be why you're on autopilot on the days that there's not a lot of mental chaos. It's very like because you're so tired of doing the same shit. Like, fuck it. That's how I feel. Wow. Like, I'm feeling like I just want to sleep. Like everything is going to be okay if I just, like, it's like it's gotten so bad, I don't even want to deal with it. I'm tired of it. Nothing's going right. I'm not getting my way. It's just, it is what it is. I'm just, fuck it. That's how I feel. And that's a horrible way to feel. Okay, Three of Swords coming out in reverse. Heartache, okay? So this is recovering. It's coming in reverse, so it is recovering from heartache, but and there's a sense of you growing cold because you're so robot like you're wanting to escape through whatever it is making you tired. So I don't know if it's alcohol, pills, weed, heroin, anything that would make you tired. And then there are those people, I'm not one of them, but there are people who can, like my son is like this. When he gets sad, he can just sleep forever. And that's how I feel right now. Ten of Wands, responsibility. Okay, so there's a weight of the world feeling going on here. You're feeling very responsible for everything that has gone on, and though you are not innocent by any means, you are also not responsible for everything that goes on. You need to pick and choose your battles. You need to get in alignment and make a choice. Get to a place, on a path, on your right path. Some of you are just spreading yourself way too thin. Trying to, that's right back to that robot. I don't even know how to explain it, but if I'm talking to you, I don't even think I need to say much. I think you understand if this is resonating with you. Okay, what I just say, you're growing. There's a part of you that's growing cold. So yes, you're healing from heartache, but it's also, there's a part of you that is the way you're dealing with it is just by becoming this very, very cold person, and that is what you do not want. Okay, but there is hope. There's absolutely hope, but it's going to require balance, and you know that. You've known that. This is also the card for Libra and Aquarius. Okay. Yeah, I have a very, like, 2 decks back, I'm very, very tired, and about 2 decks back, I thought, I'm just going to stop the video. Like, I don't even want to finish the reading. It's like that. It's like, that's how Cancer, I'm feeling, that's your energy that's coming through. It's like, it's not that you don't know you have to make the choice or do something different. It's just nothing that you don't know. It's that you don't even want to deal with it. And that's how I felt. That's how I'm feeling. And that's how I was feeling starting about 2 decks ago. Just very like, fuck it. I'm going to bed. I don't even want to deal with it. It's not worth it. Bleh. Bleh. That's just very, and I'm fucking thirsty. I'm trying not to like chug water all through this video, but I could take a big another chug of water right now. Okay, so the Lion, banish loneliness by reaching out to special friends. Banish loneliness by reaching out to special friends. Now for Cancer, this is tricky because Cancers, the majority of Cancers that I know and have dealt with do not want to be a burden in any way. They do not want to be a Debbie Downer. So they are, I wouldn't say the worst sign, but they're often very bad about going into isolation or seclusion when they feel down instead of reaching out for help. They get it very twisted when it comes to being a burden and asking for well-deserved support. So don't be scared, Cancer, to reach out to special friends. Also notice the lion, another symbol for Leo. Leo and Cancer and Gemini are always, always, always overlapping. Okay, so owl. Seek out deeper knowledge to see through deception. And what did I tell you? That Seven of Swords coming out. Okay, there is still some deception going on for you, Cancer, and you know that. You've known that. You have even, Cancer, there are a number of you, when they show me you kneeling, there are a number of you that have prayed for signs, and then, you know, to see through the deception, and you have outright ignored what you have been shown. So go again and seek out the deeper knowledge to see through the deception, okay? Seal. Hard work and inspiration are the foundation of true creativity. Okay? Hard work and inspiration are the foundation of true creativity. And that's what I was saying, well, sort of, about like kind of maybe getting yourself into something, a project or something creative, something to do with creation. So if you're an artist of any kind, do that. Many Cancers I know can grow things, or are good with kids. So do something to do with life and creation, okay? Because that, Cancer, I feel, is where you're going to find yourself. As far as like being in a state of mindful meditation so that you can find what it is you seek. But don't ignore it, Cancer. Ask for it and then listen when you get the answer. With self-reliance and measured patience, adversity will be overcome. Okay, and that's that Page of Pentacles that I was telling you about. Also to do with patience. The Seal too. The hard work and inspiration are the foundation of true creativity. So yeah, just, you know, yes, be patient. But I feel like, don't take that to mean like, I don't know, I'm just a little concerned with the way that I feel right now. I feel very like, I don't give a fuck. And that concerns me. Like, I don't give a fuck to the point where I just want to stop and just go to bed, or, you know, go drink, or like, I just don't even want to deal with it. I'm very tired. I'm just like, I don't want to talk. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to go through it. I'll just, it's like, it's a very like, even though I feel like I don't want to do it, I don't want to deal with it, I feel like I'm just going to go to sleep and then deal with it again tomorrow until I get to the point where I don't want to deal with it, and I'll just go to sleep. So it becomes this yucky, ugly pattern. While all the while you're not really getting anything done. This is not patience. This is just, I don't know what the fuck that is. That's just not dealing with what's at hand. Sweeping it under the rug. That's not really, that's not good, and that concerns me. But being aware is good for now. So I love you, Cancer, and that's what I have for you for the month of November, and I will see you next time.